Gentlemen, welcome back. You're back with MGTOW Money. This, of course, is the second wave of MGTOW. This is MGTOW 2.0. Let's get on to today's topic in just a moment, the dirty secret about your friends. Before we get to today's topic, I want to sincerely thank all of the continued support from the Patreon supporters for this channel, as well as those guys that bought me a cup of coffee via PayPal on the last video. Gentlemen, please see the video description to do so. This is all about value for value. If you're getting something out of this channel, at the very least, buy me a cup of coffee via PayPal. See the video description to do so. And for my book readers out there, I just finished a nice, sublimely written book. Title of the book, The Quest for a Simple Life, William James Dawson. I'll include a link to it. The price, $0, gentlemen. Doesn't cost anything. Excellent book. I didn't agree with some of the things he was talking about at the end of it relative to his utopian ideas, but it's a first-person short novel. Highly recommend it, The Quest for a Simple Life. Let's get on to today's topic. I'm going to reveal to you, gentlemen, the dirty secret about your friends. Let me say off the bat, up front, gentlemen, friendship, companionship is a critical part of anyone's life. Human beings are social animals. They need some contact with other human beings, in my opinion, to lead a balanced life. Obviously, the amount of that contact varies by person to person, but at the very least, we need some contact with other human beings. I also fully acknowledge that there are different levels of friendship. There's occasional people you just hang out with, you chat with, you see once in a while. You consider them kind of acquaintance friends, if you will. There are, of course, other friends that are lifelong friends. You've known them for years. You have tremendous bonds with them. They may not be a brother to you in the sense of a blood brother, but you feel a real kinship with them. I get it, gentlemen. However, I'm going to guess that 4 out of 5 of your friendships, gentlemen, and I'm putting now friendships in quotes, are acidic. They're corrosive. In other words, 80% of your friendships are not contributing anything positive to your life. They might actually be making your life worse. Furthermore, a lot of your friends, and here's a major secret that you need to be aware of, unfortunately, a lot of your friends actually don't want you to move forward in your life, and they don't want you to succeed in your life. Before I get into some details, let me define, though, what I'm talking about, how I perceive what a friend is, because I think this is extremely important that we define this. A friend is someone that I can exchange values with, that I can have a reciprocity with. I give X, they give me Y. We're sort of going back and forth. Example, a friend is somebody I can call up at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, and guess what? They bail me out of jail. Fortunately, I've never had to do that, but I have had people do that to me where I had to drive 40 minutes and get somebody out of jail. So be it. You know what? That created a reciprocity between us. That person doesn't owe me anything. But I've got a suspicion he knows that I reached out a hand to him when he needed it, and I got a suspicion he'll do the same for me if and when that should ever come about. Or let's say there's some time where you really need money. Man, you can't pay the electric bill. You're about to be evicted, whatever. Some critical juncture in time where you got to have money. You know what? A friend is someone who's going to say, all right, guy, I got you. I got this covered. I'm going to go get the money for you. I got it. That is a friend, gentlemen. Or how about just somebody just simply buying you lunch or dinner when you're in a really serious crunch in your life? Man, I've been there. I can't tell you how many times I can think of where people have randomly done small acts of kindness for me years ago that I was so appreciative of. Such small things. It's unbelievable. And what I've tried to do today in my life is reciprocate those same types of things to those people as well as other people. Because yes, there is some sort of weird karma. I don't know what it is exactly, but it clearly does exist. Furthermore, another type of friendship is where you can have that new perspective type conversation, where you're going back and forth, challenging ideas, discussing projects, discussing your dreams in a very positive way, where they're teaching you something, you're teaching them something. Maybe not literally teaching, but an exchange of ideas. Gentlemen, that is friendship. Now, have you considered what value are your friends bringing into your life? What's your friend Joe doing for you? Or Bob, or Frank, or whatever his name is, gentlemen? What is he contributing to your life? What positive ideas, projects, investments is he working on? What things is he doing? Is this person doing to move forward? What new books has he just shared with you and said, hey, look, here's something you might want to think about. You might want to read this. This is pretty good. Hey, you might want to see this or consider this idea. These men can be positive role models for you. Those are the types of friends that you're looking for, gentlemen. Men of action, frankly, that you can copycat, that you can plagiarize. Maybe I didn't say you have to be exactly like them or do exactly what they do, but you can, that sort of action orientation, that positive things that they're doing can rub off on you. If nothing else, just by osmosis, just by being around them, just by accident, it can be tremendously positive for you. And I say positive because that's what you're doing, gentlemen. You are moving forward. You need that guy, furthermore, who's going to be there at 2 a.m. for you. You need somebody like that, gentlemen. Too many men, though, I perceive, are wasting their limited time and energy with, for example, this vaporous Facebook friend stuff. I don't know what this is, and especially where people are glorifying, well, I have 5,387, quote, Facebook friends. What does that mean? Are you kidding me? Does that have any meaning whatsoever? Contact one of those 5,000 friends and ask them for $100. $100. Ask them. I bet you 0.0% will give you even a nickel. My point is, gentlemen, you need to start focusing on men that are in the real world, number one, that number two are positive role models. Again, they don't have the poor habits, drinking, women, drugs, gambling, whatever. I mean, look, all vices are fine. I've got no problem with vices whatsoever. I got my own vices in life. But everything in moderation, gentlemen. Very few men seemingly can control their base impulses when it comes to vices. Therefore, you need to start limiting your time around people who have these types of acidic activities that they're engaged in to an excess. And I should also throw in just things like wasting money and debt, etc. Those are not men that you want to spend your limited, finite amount of time with. Gentlemen, presumably you're working at least 40 hours a week. You don't have a lot of free time, frankly. That being the case, you need to be careful about the people that you are spending your time around. Yes, it's not a cliche to say birds of a feather flock together, gentlemen. It's true. Let me mention two other, briefly, types of men that you want to avoid. The types of friends, frankly, that you want to limit your contact with. Those being, number one, what I'm going to term are energy suckers. Those are the guys who are constantly talking about themselves, I, me, my, what I did, etc., 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 and or they're just asking you 1,001 questions when they're actually not bringing any value back to you. Those are not the type of men that you want to be around. The second group of men that I should throw in here are the gloomy Gusses, if you will. These are men who presumably, for whatever reason, they're walking around, and you know who I'm talking about. They have sort of this dark cloud over their head. They have this bad attitude. They're perpetually negative. Nothing good can ever happen. It could be 20 degrees outside, 20 degrees Celsius. It's beautiful, it's sunny, etc., and they're complaining about this, that, or something else. These are not the people, gentlemen, that are moving forward with their lives. Clearly, if you want to move forward with your life and achieve anything, you don't want to be around them. So, all right, so in summary, gentlemen, 20% of your friends are going to generate most of the happiness in your life. 20% of your friends are going to generate most of the value in your life. In other words, there's only going to be one friend out of 5 who's going to basically generate most of your friends. Now, I'm not saying drop all your friends. Clearly, I'm not. What I am suggesting is maybe you need to consider limiting contact with some of your friends. Or if necessary, just dropping them completely, not saying some dramatic declaration, etc. But I personally have had to even do this recently. For example, I spent some time on a regular basis, myself and Old Man MGTOW, we used to get together with a group of men, one of which was sort of the ringleader of the group, and this guy was the consistent, as I term him, energy sucker. Too many times, Old Man MGTOW and I used to leave thinking, why are we wasting our time with this guy? I, me, my, ex-wives, old job, old profession, old just garbage. Gentlemen, those are not men moving forward with their lives. How you need to start thinking about filling that void is, of course, seeking new friends in the real world, whether it be joining clubs, churches, etc. I know this is not easy. It can take a while, etc. We live in sort of a bowling alone society. I get all that. Furthermore, though, think about engaging friendships in the virtual world. If you become a regular participant on the comment section of this channel, frankly, I am shocked, and I mean that, at the quality of some of the people on this channel that listen to here. There are some smart people, some outstanding people, some people that are moving forward with their lives. And who knows, maybe we'll even do something in the real world together. I didn't say we were, just who knows. Stranger things have happened. Lastly, gentlemen, let me finish up. You got to become best friends with yourself. Got to get happy, frankly, and content, most importantly, with being alone. You got to be able to say, I'm my best own friend, because ultimately that's what it comes down to. Nobody else cares more about you, gentlemen. Nobody cares more about your money, your health, your life, other than you. All right, that's it, gentlemen. As always, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you found that useful. Go to the video description. You know what to do there. As always, John Galt, out.